Now, yes, I've been away for a little while, boys, but Lifeweaver's here. This video isn't for me. This is for the people that, for some reason, haven't watched a single video on Lifeweaver and Overwatch 2 yet. In one of my last shorts that I posted last week before my channel got, taken over, let's just say that, I asked that hopefully the next support hero on Overwatch 2 is a movement hero, and I kinda got what I wished for.
So you could basically deploy this at your feet, walk to the edge of it like this, do the jiggle jump like that, maybe destroy this, and throw him down the well, which...
I mean, like, it wasn't the kind of movement that I wanted, technically. Like, he has a one movement ability for himself, but he is still a movement-based hero. So I guess this is a lesson in be careful what you wish for. So Lifeweaver is the newest supporter in Overwatch 2, and he has a very... we're gonna start off with the controversial ability, alright? Yes, he heals, he has a little needles too, and yes, he has a little platform, but we're gonna start off with the controversial opinion of Stray, because I have a lot of them. Hey, stop complaining about the bubble. Please. I get it, you lose control of your character, but also at the same time, you lose control of your character when you die also. So just losing control of your character whenever someone's taking you out of a fight isn't the worst thing in the world. At least you know you're gonna be somewhat relevantly safe. And a lot of people are like, well, in a very specific place at a very specific time, if you get at a right angle, someone could knock you off the map. Even though Overwatch themselves said, yeah, we're working on it. The beta is, a beta. We were still working on the character at that time too. We're still working on it. We're still getting out features to where people have less of a chance to troll you. What I think they should do is just have a little grace period, so the bubble has a little bounce to it. So if you're ever over something that is I don't know, a death pit, I think you can code in hey, this area right here, you fall, you're dead. If they have a little death pit right there, they should probably just say, hey, let's take this bubble, just bounce it a little bit. Just float them away from the death pit. I think that would be the easiest solution to this problem. I also think it's kind of rich that the top 500 people in Overwatch 2 are the ones complaining about this. My God, you're playing at the highest level of competitive integrity in Overwatch 2. The amount of trolls you're going through is nowhere near the amount of trolls a silver, a bronze, a plat, a diamond would go through. You have it on easy mode compared to these people. But that's my opinion on the whole is Lifeweaver gonna be a troll hero in Overwatch 2. In my opinion, he's gonna be a really good asset to the game. I like how Lifeweaver isn't just a heal bot support, because we have heal bot supports. That's 90% of the healers. Everyone's complaining oh man, Lifeweaver only does 65 healing every 1.5 seconds.
Reduces your movement speed by 25%. It's not much, is it? It's not much. Unless there's some hidden perk I don't know about, it feels very weak right now, and honestly, I would just tell my team to go for a health pack.
That's some damn good healing. Especially if you got a second healer, that's some damn good healing. And then on top of that, he's not just supposed to heal. He's supposed to move you around. He's supposed to help you out and, help you clutch situations. He's a literal movement-based hero. His whole kit is around his movement and how he moves others. He will move you to safety. But guess what? If you can heal for 100 HP every second, it kind of is pointless to just be oh man, let me drag this person out of the danger because I can just heal him while he's in danger. 65 heals, that's really good. If you bumped it up to 80, that's too much. If you bumped it up to even 70, I would say that's a little much, seeing that you're most likely gonna have a second support there to help you heal up everybody. People like Flats and Stylosa, I like these guys, but I swear to God, every new hero that comes out, they complain about it. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. The heal thing, I think the heal thing is gonna be alright because no one ever complains that Lucio only heals for 15 heals per second. No one's complaining about that at all. Because guess what? You know what it is when you see a Lucio on your team. He's about to have up that speed boost 90% of the time, and if there's a downtime, he may hit a heal for you. We all are now conditioned to know how to play around a Lucio. Whenever he's speed boosting in, the whole team better be collapsing because you're about to lose a healer if you don't. But let's not act like we haven't seen some assassin Lucios go into the backline and tear it up. Let's all be honest here. We have seen some good Lucio plays. And we all know that, hey man, Lucio is gonna have less healing than a Mercy or even a Zen. Because guess what? This man's bouncing off the wall, speed boosting everywhere. He has no time to actually care about the whole team. The only time he will care is oh God, we're in a team fight. Let me hit a heal right quick. Got a speed boost in. Let me hit a heal right quick. Mercy needs a little heal. Let me go back in. We know how he plays. And I think that's how Lifeweaver is going to be. He's going to be oh man, we know Lifeweaver isn't a great healer, but we know he got served back. Hey, I'm about to die over here. I'm a Reinhardt. Hey man, I'm out in the open. I wish I wasn't here. Instead of Mercy having to dive in and hope that no one catches her out, Lifeweaver just like, man, get your ass back over here. What you doing out there? You done for that. Let me stay right here. Let me heal you up right quick. Now, those are the two controversial abilities of Lifeweaver out of the way. On to the rest of his kit. So his heals, they're not that good. And from looking at what his primary fire is, it could be not good or it could be really good. I'm pretty sure people like Flats and even Stylosis said it was like 5 damage a shot. Hey man, you got a lot of shots there. I think you can make it work. Now, Lifeweaver's primary shot is just a slight bit inaccurate, just a slight bit inaccurate. But the whole point of the inaccuracy is probably to get people away from you. So if like a Tracer is coming onto you, guess what? You don't really have to aim at her. You just gotta look in her general direction and start shooting. She's gonna back off. If a Lucio is coming to the back lines trying to assassinate you, hey man, get out of here. You know, it's basically like a dissuade tool. Like, you come near me, I got something for you. Because guess what? The closer they are, the more accurate it is, which means the more shots you hit. So that motherfucker gonna hurt the closer you get to him. On to Lifeweaver's next ability, his pedal platform. It's essentially a 400 HP shield if you can put it in the right place. You can throw Lifeweaver's pedal platform on the ground and it will stay there for essentially forever, and it's on a 12-second cooldown, and you can instantly put it down again, but it will break the first platform if you haven't used it yet. I think this is a pretty cool ability. I like how the supports are kind of technically getting something that will protect them other than, you know, I'm kind of getting sick and tired of healing self or giving self invulnerability. You know, we have both. I like how this one technically is a shield and it's also an elevation platform, so if someone's aiming at you, you can mess up their aim just by going straight up into the air. In my opinion, really good ability. You don't have to rely on any like elevators anymore, especially on the Hollywood map, even though I haven't seen that in ranked for a while. Bring back Hollywood, man. I can't wait for him to get rid of this stupid map pool in Overwatch 2. It was the dumbest decision known to man. Rejuvenating Dash is Lifeweaver's main movement ability for himself. Like, this is what he's gonna use to like get in and out of situations. It's a pretty short dash, and it also regenerates you 25 HP. It's alright. It's not the best. It's alright. I wish it kind of was a longer dash. I'm about sick and tired of these little baby blinks everywhere. Like, Tracer has a little blink and it only goes like a certain range, and now Lifeweaver has this little blink and it goes a certain range. I kind of want an ability where I can feel a little bit more free with it. I can just start dashing on them, motherfucker, style on them a little bit. But yeah, that's Rejuvenating Dash. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a little dash that heals you for a little bit. Now for his final ability, and yes, I know he has a passive. His passive will be after this. For his final ability, Tree of Life. It's essentially a May wall that heals everyone on your team. I'm like, that's the easiest and simplest way to say it. It's literally a May wall, because guess what? You can't walk through it. You can't walk over it. You can go around it if there's, you know, space. But if you can't, you gotta shoot it, and it has 1000 HP. I think this is gonna be a really good ability in team fights, because whenever you initially put it down, it's gonna give everyone 150 HP. Already, that's a pretty good amount of HP to be getting back in a team fight. And then after that, it's gonna do, I'm pretty sure, 8 pulses of 50 HP. So his ultimate, already pretty good. You can block line of sight, you can actually use it as a shield, and it also heals you. I approve. And last but not least, Lifeweaver's passive, Parting Gift. Essentially, it's a health pack. If a teammate picks it up, you get 250 HP. That's, hey man, that's some good HP right there. But if an enemy picks it up, they only get 75. So there's still an incentive to get it. It's just not as big as your teammate's incentive to get it. And that's Lifeweaver, the new Overwatch 2 support hero. I kind of got what I asked for in my last short, which is a movement-based hero. It just wasn't the kind of movement that I wanted, but hey man, beggars can't be choosers. What do you guys think about Lifeweaver? Tell me in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you do.